What if I told you there are watches out there that can flex harder, perform better, and even outsmart Audemars Piguet without draining your life savings or screaming, "Look at me!" Yeah, I know. Sounds like watch heresy, right? But stay with me, because these timepieces tell a completely different story. They're the dark horses, the underdogs, the clever rebels of horology. And they've got tricks AP hasn't dared to try. Ready to mess with the luxury hierarchy? Let's dive in. Number 1, Tissot PRX UFO Robot Grendizer. Reference number T137-407-11-04102. Who knew a Swiss timepiece could outclass a 5-figure Royal Oak in design, build quality, and sheer originality? Let's be real. $875 doesn't usually get you 80 hours of power reserve, a sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, a see-through caseback, and a Swiss automatic movement. And yet, here we are. This is what happens when you cross 70s retro cool with a full-on nostalgia overload. You get a dial that literally glows with superluminova in the shape of Grendizer's bust. Yes, the legendary mecha robot from your favorite childhood manga. And check this. Even the rotor is engraved with the iconic silhouette. That's not just style, that's storytelling on your wrist. The 40mm tonneau-shaped case is made from 316L stainless steel, corrosion-resistant, polished, and rocking that vintage Janta vibe without the AP price tag. The interchangeable quick-release bracelet? Switch between boardroom meetings and Comic Cons in under 30 seconds. So, how does this outsmart Audemars? Simple. It doesn't try to be something it's not. It embraces fun, flair, and futuristic design without pretending to be exclusive. AP often leans on scarcity and celebrity placements, but this is accessible craftsmanship with character. It's a conversation starter, a collectible, and a legitimate piece of horology, all in one. You're not paying for a logo. You're paying for a story, a memory, and a movement that keeps ticking for over 3 days straight. And honestly, that's a smarter flex than just another look at me steel bracelet from Switzerland. Number 2, the Zenith Defy Extreme Carbon, reference number 10-9100-9004-22-I200. This isn't a watch, this is precision in beast mode. With the design pulled straight out of an F1 pit lane and tech that feels like it belongs in a NASA lab, this piece takes AP's Royal Oak, eats it for breakfast, and then laps it on the track before lunch. Let's get into it. A 1/100th of a second chronograph. That's right, this thing's central chrono hand does a full revolution every second. Good luck trying to blink fast enough to keep up. And the movement? Meet the El Primero 21 with 2 escapements, one running at 5 Hz and another screaming at 50 Hz. That's tech wizardry. Most watches can barely handle 4 Hz. This one's doing 12.5 times that, casually. Now, forget stainless steel. This monster is built from carbon fiber and microblasted titanium, which basically means that it's tougher, lighter, and cooler than anything AP puts out. The case is 45mm of straight-up cyberpunk, and the tinted sapphire dial gives you that layered, stealthy peek into the movement, while repping the vibrant colors of Extreme E electric rally racing. Yeah, it's literally inspired by off-road EV competitions. And you get 3 straps in the box: black rubber, red rubber, and a black Velcro for when you're getting tactical. Try getting that kind of versatility with an AP without dropping another few grand. At $25,800, this is no small investment. But here's the kicker. It outsmarts AP because it's not just a luxury watch, it's a supercar on your wrist, engineered for speed, precision, and adrenaline. And it's actually built to be worn, not just shown off at dinner parties. Number 3, Jacob & Co. The World is Yours Dual Time Zone Mad Paris. Reference number DT100-11-AAAA-ABTAA. Ever wanted to wear global dominance on your wrist? Here's your chance. And no, it's not just a metaphor. This is more than a timepiece. It's a statement. One that whispers, "I'm everywhere, all at once, in 2 time zones," with an evil grin. Crafted in black DLC steel and limited to just 101 pieces, this thing doesn't just tell time, it tells 2 separate stories at once. You've got dual independent time zones, not synced, which means that you can literally track New York and Tokyo at the same time with individual hour and minute hands. AP can't touch that level of function without doubling the price and tripling the complexity. And as for the design, you get jet black everything, like a stealth bomber in tuxedo form. The titanium dial is stamped with the continents, while glowing city dots powered by superluminova mark the major global hubs. It's like having your own international command center on your wrist. Flip it over, and you're greeted with a laser-engraved world map and the Mad Paris signature. Because, of course, this collab had to be part futuristic, part unapologetically rebellious. And let's be honest, at $39,000, this isn't cheap, but what you get is next-level exclusivity. A wearable piece of art that blends urban warfare aesthetics with high-end craftsmanship. Oh, and the 206-component movement inside? Pure mechanical poetry. It doesn't just outsmart Audemars Piguet, it redefines the game entirely. While AP sticks to its classic designs, this one throws the rulebook out the window. Louder, bolder, and unafraid to be polarizing. It's not trying to follow tradition, it's creating its own path. You don't just wear the watch, you own the narrative. Number 4. Panerai Perpetual Calendar GMT Gold Tech, reference number PAM 01453. Alright, time to talk power moves. Because this watch doesn't just tell you the time, it tells you the day, the date, the year, the leap year, and what time it is on the other side of the planet. Welcome to horological overload, Italian style. At $47,300, this radiomere doesn't come cheap. But here's the kicker. It delivers a perpetual calendar, dual time zone, leap year indicator, power reserve, and seconds reset function in a package so clean that you'd think it was just a classy dress watch. And it's wrapped in gold tech, Panerai's proprietary red gold alloy. It's got just the right touch of copper and platinum to stay rich and warm, without tarnishing like standard gold does. That is premium science flexing under the radar. But here's the real mic drop. Unlike most perpetual calendars that look like busy spreadsheets, this one's dial is a masterclass in Italian restraint. A glowing white sunbrush surface with luminous numerals, sleek subdials, and perfectly balanced info. You get all of the data, none of the drama. That's not just a watch, that's a smarter way of thinking. While AP still treats the perpetual calendar like an exclusive, high-end complication reserved for a few, Panerai said, why not make it wearable every day? And then they added a GMT function and gold tech for good measure. It's not about complicating things, it's about making complexity easy to live with. This thing's not shouting, it's commanding. From the shadows with a raised eyebrow. And honestly, that's next-level swagger. And number 5, the Bulgari Octo Finissimo watch, reference number 104081. What happens when you push watchmaking so far that it stops being a watch and starts becoming a philosophical statement? This is not just the world's thinnest mechanical watch. This is a flex on the laws of physics. We're talking 1.7 millimeters thin. The entire case, including the sapphire crystal. That is thinner than a US quarter. The bracelet is only 1.5 millimeters thick. You could lose this thing in a sheet of paper. And yet, it holds a full mechanical movement, certified by COSC, manual winding, with a 50-hour power reserve. That's not design, that's defiance. The case and dial are sandblasted titanium, matched with a tungsten carbide mainplate and a display that looks like an exploded blueprint of a futuristic engine. Everything is visible, everything is purposefully raw, and yet somehow it's still impossibly refined. It's like Bulgari took an architectural sketch and gave it a heartbeat. And the best part? Only 20 pieces exist, ever. At $703,776, it's not just ultra thin, it's ultra elite. This one doesn't just follow in AP's footsteps, it forges its own trail. The Royal Oak may be iconic, but it's been stuck in the same lane for decades. This watch is a bold leap into uncharted territory, blending groundbreaking design with cutting-edge technology. It's not just a watch, it's a wearable innovation that redefines what's possible. While AP plays with textures and colors, Bulgari literally redefined space. You don't wear this to show off, You wear it because you understand what it means. And that's the smartest flex of them all. All right, let's be real, everybody. Audemars Piguet isn't sweating, but maybe they should be. Because while everyone's chasing the same steel Royal Oak, these watches are doing something braver. They're innovating, storytelling, even questioning the entire idea of what a luxury watch should be. So, if you're still stuck thinking AP is the final boss, well, it might be time to update the game. Let me know in the comments, which one of these would you wear to a collector's meetup just to mess with the Royal Oak crowd? Until next time, stay curious, stay bold, and remember this: flexing is temporary, but taste is forever.